Spider-Man 4. So we finally got news that Spider-Man 4 will be coming out in 2026, and it will be coming out after Avengers Doomsday. So, this pretty much tells us that, Kevin Feige, what he said was right, that there will be a multiversal element that will be involved with this movie, which obviously makes sense because we're going into Doomsday, which is leading into Secret Wars. And with Doomsday causing so many things to happen, the consensus is that Spider-Man will probably be dealing with, the repercussions of the events that happen in Doomsday. There's also a second untitled movie. A lot of people are thinking that that's going to be Doctor Strange 3, where Doctor Doom will also be in that movie as well. And it's also rumored that Doctor Doom is going to be in the Spider-Man 4 movie. So Jerry, I want to talk about, how do you feel about Spider-Man 4 coming out after Avengers Doomsday, and with Tom Holland playing a big part in Doomsday, that leading into Spider-Man 4?
I have mixed feelings about it because I love that Spider-Man is going to have a big role in this Avengers cycle. And I understand that they need characters like Spider-Man to help drive the story forward. But, and I hate this word, and I'm not using it because I hate it, but people described Spider-Man Far From Home as, this is the word I hate, palate cleanser. Like,
ugh. Yeah, that word is corny.
It's so corny. And if like you don't understand why it's corny, then you're corny. But the thing is like, bro, we want a New York element Spider-Man movie. Everyone wants a grounded street level Spider-Man movie, and we might never get it in the MCU, and that sucks. It really, really sucks. And I don't know. I need that. I need that, man. I really need it. And because that's what Far From Home was similar to. I mean, it was after Endgame, but that's what people are like, oh, it's a palate cleanser. Bro, I don't need to fucking clean my palate after a fucking movie, okay? And listen, I like Far From Home. It's a good movie. It's underrated. It gets judged a lot, but it does have its problems. And then we got No Way Home. So we got like a big multiversal Spider-Man movie. So I don't know. I think it's anyone's guess what's going to go on in the Spider-Man movie. And I think that there are going to be clowns on the internet who are going to tell you, there's always people they're going to be like, oh, well, X is going to happen. And then based on X, Y, Z, ABC. And, everyone is speculating. What those people don't understand is the word speculation. Speculation is making assumptions or guesses based on the future. You cannot possibly know what is going to, it's like, if you are betting on the stock market or a sports game, you are speculating. You cannot possibly know what's going to happen. And then there are people who are going to tell you, I know exactly what's going to happen. And they're going to post videos today, tomorrow. They can't know. They're speculating. They'll never tell you that because they don't even understand what speculation means, and because their ego is too big.
Exactly.
But you don't know what's going to happen in this movie. And it's very hard to speculate on because we don't really know what's going to happen in Doomsday and Secret Wars. Some of us have our, a premise in mind, and, that's fine, but it's not guaranteed. And I think that, it could be a Battle World movie. It could be right before Battle World. Like, we have no idea. But I will say I am pretty confident in my speculation that this is not going to be a street level grounded Peter Parker and his New York element movie. And the reason that I speculate that is because they need, if this movie is going to come out between Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, don't you think it would be odd for Peter Parker to just be walking around New York like everything, like, well, Doomsday going on? Bro, I'm delivering pizzas. Who cares? That would make no sense.
Yeah, yeah.
No, obviously, Spider-Man is going to be involved in Avengers Doomsday. So if a movie is
Delivering
coming out
pizza.
between Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, it's going to have to involve that. And if it involves Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, it's not going to be ground level, street level.
Yeah, so I am somewhat on the opposite of you. You know, I'm not really tripping over if it's New York grounded or not. I could really care less. But I do think that regardless of which idea they go for, I think it's going to work either way. I just think that the question is, you know, because the thing that I've been kind of thinking about is that a lot of fans have to understand this. Doomsday and Secret Wars are two different movies. This is not like Infinity War and Endgame. Like this is going to be two different things, like two different things that are happening. And I'm going to keep standing by that as I'm going through the freaking Secret Wars comic right now as we speak. There's no way Doomsday is going to be anything to what Secret Wars is going to be. I mean, they should do a 2-part Secret Wars film, to be honest. I mean, it's just this comic is insane. But I will say this, regardless of what happens with Spider-Man, you know, obviously as you said, right, the events of Doomsday is going to put Spider-Man in a very weird situation. And the question is, what is the situation? As you said, it could be a Battle World story. It could be a figment of New York that Dr. Doom created, that, you know, Tom Holland's Peter Parker is living in, and he does not know what is happening. I mean, we don't necessarily know, you know, what is going to happen. But I do think that Spider-Man being after Avengers Doomsday is a smart move by Marvel, because they're about to get a back-to-back billion-dollar film from a financial standpoint. And what other better character to push your story forward than Spider-Man? And with the second untitled movie that's coming out in 2026, if that is Doctor Strange, that's another big movie that you could use to put Doctor Doom in as well. So, you know, they're putting RDJ to work, man. RDJ is putting that work right now.
So first of all, and public service announcement, if we're talking about something and you don't know what something is, like Battle World or whatever, don't hesitate to ask a question and comment a question. We'll always answer a question. No question is stupid. It might be corny, but you know. By the way, I am going to cook you right now. You're reading Secret Wars and you haven't read Hickman's Avengers.
Yeah, but it's in my Fantastic Four order. That's why I'm reading it.
Bro, the event, like, that's like the prerequisite comic to that Secret Wars.
So I have to read Hickman's Avengers before Secret Wars.
You should 100%. 100%. That's how.
Yeah. I'm only because in my Marvel app, whatever, it's on the reading list. So that's why I started.
Oh, okay. So regardless, you know, what's interesting about what you're saying is that Hickman's Avengers saga and Secret Wars feel entirely different. So, like, if Doomsday is going to do the Hickman Time Runs Out is like the title of the whole story, you know, Secret Wars does feel like a different story. It's so, but Time Runs Out is still how we get to Secret Wars.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
You know, so I don't think they're going to be as different as in the comics. Like, I do think they're going to be a little more connected. And I do think, you know, Infinity War and Endgame felt like two in, I guess they did feel like different movies, but at the same time, there was a lot of flashback. That wasn't really flashback, but like we went through some of the same scenes, especially when we were going through the different Thanoses and all that. You know, but yeah, it's crazy. You know, there's a lot of things that, and there is that other untitled movie that we don't know what it is. That's going to be between the two, which will be interesting. You know, by the way, there's a stupid rumor going around about a Midnight Suns movie being fast tracked. That sounds like, yeah, they just canceled Blade and now they're doing Midnight Suns. Like, makes no sense. But yeah, you know, it's going to be interesting because who are going to be the big Avengers in Doomsday? That's the other thing. They have introduced so many characters that nobody cares about. And like, I don't know. I just feel like it's got to be Thor.
Gotta have Captain America.
Got to have Captain America. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Or
Sam Wilson. Thor.
Captain Marvel is definitely going to be in it.
They should just forget about her at this point.
Dude, I would replace her for like Photon at this point. I ain't going to hold you, bro.
Yeah,
I'll put Photon or freaking Miss Marvel. I mean, just being real.
yeah.
I think Miss Marvel's a cooler character.
I agree. I think Miss Marvel would be perfect. And
so Miss Marvel, they're going to go Spider-Man. You're going to go Hawkeye. He's going to be in it.
Yeah, Hawkeye definitely.
Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange. Roman. What's her name? Yelena. She'll probably be in there. Bucky.
Bucky. T'Challa should be there.
T'Challa, hopefully. And who else?
Yeah, seriously, who else?
Star-Lord. Star-Lord's probably going to join the team.
Star-Lord.
He's on Earth, so
Adam Warlock.
The Guardians, yeah. Yo, what if Star-Lord joins the Avenger team? That'll be fire, bro. Since he's on Earth, that'll be cool. That'd be cool. So yeah, I mean, look, Spider-Man 4 after Doomsday has the potential to be something very different than what we have seen ever. And that's what makes me very excited. So we shall see what happens. But I trust, what Feige and them are doing. It seems like they have a lot of purpose with what they're doing with Doomsday and Secret Wars. So we'll just have to see what happens.